I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it.
Ne.
You know, if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
I'm going to say this time and time again. Every Eren is oblivious. That means whatever one Eren wants is not what Requiem Eren wants. Requiem Eren lets go of every Eren that fails. One Eren is on nonsense, he drops him. What happened to See You Later Eren? See You Later Eren failed, got dropped. In the manga, Kid Eren and the manga version of Eren failed, stopped at 80, was weak, didn't have to convince anything. This foolishness. Guess what? Requiem Eren dropped that Eren. Requiem Eren continues sending signals back. Continues sending signals back because Requiem Eren is the first Eren to ever get the founding powers. And since he was the first one to ever do it, this is why he keeps giving himself the powers to be able to do so. In the manga, Eren, along with Mikasa, were able to liberate Ymir and give her the opportunity to go back after 2,000 years and do correct what she was meant to do, which was she was supposed to allow Fritz to be impaled. Ymir stepped out of the paths and went on to live that life, that prosperous life, that beautiful life where Ymir was liberated. And so every other Ymir you see in these other timelines are just old versions of her. And so when it comes to Requiem Eren, he is literally looking to make the correct timeline for himself where he gets exactly what he wants. Where he liberates himself, liberates a planet for incoming souls, and liberates his loved ones so that Eren can move forward with his loved ones. Eren's two loved ones is Mikasa, his woman, and Armin, his best friend. Requiem Eren literally is going to keep, every single time when Eren fails, Requiem Eren lets them go. So if Black Eren goes about not completing the rumbling and not being able to protect his loved ones, guess what? Requiem Eren is going to drop him. Time and time again. Until Requiem Eren gets a signal that, guess what? Finally, Eren did what he was supposed to do, which is liberate himself with the Titan powers that Requiem Eren allowed Eren to get. Where that advanced anime timeline Eren liberates himself, liberates the planet for incoming souls, and liberates his loved ones so that advanced anime timeline Eren can move forward with his two loved ones, Mikasa, his woman, and Armin, his best friend. It's too easy to see. There's only two outcomes. Either Requiem Eren or literally, because literally, just like Ymir was stuck for 2,000 years till somebody came in and helped her out of the paths, guess what? Eren is eventually going to have to get help. Whether it's him helping himself or that little kid with the dog is able to help Eren. Either way, eventually Eren's going to get liberated. And what is he going to do? Just like Ymir had them help her after they learned about Ymir's story and they gave Ymir the opportunity to not take the spear and to allow Fritz to die, guess what? She literally made a whole other timeline and they allowed her to be liberated. She left the paths and entered the planet she was able to then be liberated in. And so Eren is going about that, creating the correct timeline for himself. Requiem Eren, that is literally what he is doing. It's too easy to see. Because Requiem Eren is the first Eren, and what did he do? He just destroyed everyone, including his loved ones, and he deeply regretted it. Because it got boring. It's boring. You got all the powers. You got the founding powers. You're not dying anytime soon. You broke the curse of Ymir. Because guess what? If Ymir didn't die, guess what? There's no 13-year curse. Wha-bam! Nobody saw that coming. No one. If Ymir does not die, off of the spear, and Eren went to that timeline and saved Ymir from that spear. Guess what? He just got her powers. He really literally just got her. He got her powers. He got her powers. And guess what? If Ymir didn't die 13 years after gaining the powers, she did not take the spear. Eren literally just set himself up to get the powers and live as long as he wants. Damn. This is where then the viewers have to do your homework. Like, there's so much more. So I'm over here giving y'all clues. Let's see if anyone out there can constructively expand that information and has valuable puzzle pieces that can be added. But check that right there. The fact that Ymir, Eren literally broke the curse of Ymir. I'm going to put this at the start of the video. Hear me out. I'm going to explain how Eren broke the curse of Ymir. Now listen closely as I walk you through this. Now going back to this right here. Take a moment to observe that literally there's only two outcomes. Either Requiem Eren, because it's too easy to see. Requiem Eren continues sending vision signals right back to all these different Erens until he gets a timeline that he enjoys, and then guess what he's going to do? When he gets the correct timeline he wants, he's going to transfer his consciousness, he's going to transfer himself to that timeline. He's going to abandon that old timeline. He's literally going to go to that other, because guess what? Your consciousness, your soul, and I already said this a million times, and I'm going to remind those that are new to this video, learn about yourself at a molecular level and at a cosmic level. Why? Because at the end of the day, there's billions of incoming souls pouring onto this planet. So souls do what they've always done. This is not the only planet souls go to. Don't wait or allow yourself to be crowned. Don't wait for someone else to crown you. Don't wait for someone else to crown you. When you see what the vast majority these supposed quote-unquote professionals that are waiting to just get legally removed out of those compromised legal fields that are being constructively reformed, comprehend. You look at the instability. Look at the instability of these buffoons. Why would you believe those that you can see are unstable? You can see their dirty track record. You can see the planetary history. You're not believing those. Why would you wait for someone else to give you knowledge? Why would you ever wait for someone else to give you knowledge when there's so much knowledge all around you and it exists all at once? When you research, you re-find what can be re-lost. It's all there. All forms of psychology exist all at once. Don't wait for someone else to supposedly establish a quote-unquote school and show you what has always already existed. Be wise. Please, be wise. Be wise. Because you have to be able to see those that desperately seek to capitalize off of your foolishness, off of your self-destruction, off of you making the incorrect choices. You have to look at those that are called literal energetic parasites for a reason and desperately seek to have you in your lower self, have you drowning in lower states of thought, because they capitalize off of your self-destruction, off of you damaging yourself and others. Please, take responsibility. You have enough time on the planet. You will recognize what's being said. You must step into higher perspective. You must ensure that you become a constructive co-creator. You're not on this planet to have your senses dulled, to have your development stagnated. So step into higher perspective, step into world psychology, and if you're interested in more valuable information, you can go to the Conspiracy's official page. Subscribe to the channel, because it helps it get through the algorithm even more. And recognize the parallels it has to Eren. Those that sought to capitalize off of the horrible behavior, the nasty behavior underdeveloped souls would exhibit. Those that would make money off of underdeveloped souls making terrible decisions. Look at those that desperately seek to make dirty money off of your nasty behavior, off of you traumatizing yourself and others. And recognize that you traumatizing yourself and others goes nowhere. Literally nowhere. Nowhere. Don't make the mistakes you're going to regret. When you develop enough, you will have loved ones. You will be able to look down and see that yes, you're not on the planet to repeat outdated thought forms that cannot exist on the planet anymore for obvious reasons. Step into higher levels of awareness. And with that said, let's get right back into this discussion. This is that reminder for the developing souls that are new to this channel. Let's continue with this discussion. So yes, you live in a whole entire dimension of light. Yes, you do. A light spectrum. Eren, literally, when your brief planetary body ceases to exist, guess what happens when your brief planetary body? Because this is like a little, imagine like a little shell that's holding you to this little area. When the brief planetary body disappears, your soul goes to the next realm version of you. And there's so much more that can be said in regards to that. But just look at what Isayama has purposely made in order to allow that to be a medium for you to then expand your levels of awareness and step into higher perspective, and so much more information you can learn about in regards to planetary history and all the valuable information that's out here. Not going to give you any more information in regards to that. Go to the Spirit Teach official page and follow, because the Possibly Resolved Now book is being released soon. And with that said, just observe that Eren, Advanced Anime Timeline Eren, is essentially Requiem Eren upon getting the timeline he wants. Requiem Eren is literally waiting to transfer himself. Just like he taps into the different Erens whenever he wants to tap into them, he's waiting for the perfect opportunity, because guess what? He's always been himself. All the information, all the experience, he is literally going to give. He is sending that as a signal to himself. When you leave the brief planetary body, your soul gets magnetically pulled towards what it is most attracted to. And there's so much more that can be said, but you, the listener, you have to comprehend. Look at what you are doing right now. You're a soul. You're right here. When you have had deja vu moments, people don't even comprehend what deja vu really is. And I'm not going to go into deja vu. Some people will be like, oh, it's the brain. It's just... it short circuits and blah, 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 and all sorts of nonsense. But when you look at the soul that's talking about that, they don't know enough about themselves or even planetary history, so how are you even taking that seriously? You have to be able to see the obvious. And the obvious is, if you're on this planet and you have deja vu, clearly there's many versions of you on other dimensions, in other realms, in other existences of yourself. In this lifetime, you do a certain amount of stuff. Guess what? What if in the next lifetime you do some other things and you do it differently? Maybe in this lifetime you're not interested in certain things because you did it in a different timeline. Like, it is really interesting. And there's so much more can be said. But again, it's too easy to give you the answers. It's better if you go through the experiences yourself and you gain information. And you constructively develop yourself enough for you to comprehend so much valuable information that is out here waiting for you to access it, to boost your levels of awareness. And with that said, Eren literally is waiting for the correct timeline for his soul to let him know. For the signal to let him know, okay, the correct timeline has been made. Now you can transfer yourself. And he's just literally going to transfer himself. He's been keeping checks with all of those different errands. And the one to succeed is the one that he's going to go to towards what he wants the most. Requiem Eren is aware that he can't do things alone without Mikasa and Armin. Requiem Eren is literally waiting for that correct timeline, that advanced anime Eren. That advanced anime timeline where Requiem Eren is going to be able to transfer himself into the correct timeline he's wanted the most. And what Requiem Eren wants, for obvious reasons, is to liberate himself, liberate the planet for incoming souls, and liberate his two loved ones and move forward with his two loved ones. Requiem Eren's two loved ones. Advanced Anime Timeline Eren's two loved ones. Is Mikasa his woman and Armin his best friend. And there's so much more can be said. If you want a part 2, let Cloudy know. And we're going to make a part 2 answering questions. So it's time to constructively expand all the valuable information that's been placed in this respective video talk. And with that said, to the lovelies, to all the listeners, have a beautiful day and look forward to seeing what puzzle pieces you may have and what questions you may have for us to address in the upcoming part 2 of the valuable information that's been placed within this discussion that will help souls comprehend the 2 outcomes that are appearing for the advanced anime timeline.